sky, run as fast as a cheetah. They can hit buckets, they can react. But it's the special niche of players that have that mindfulness, that have that attacking mode, that relentless mode, that mode where they go ice cold last few minutes. I think that makes a difference between the great ones and the greatest ones, right?
Yeah, it's funny. Like, to me, the mentality is a really simple one in the sense that the confidence comes from preparation. So when the game's on the line, I'm not asking myself to do something that I haven't done thousands of times before, right? So when I'm prepared, I know what I'm capable of doing, I know what I'm comfortable doing, and I know what I'm not comfortable doing, right? And so in those moments, if it looks like I'm ice cold or not nervous, it's because I've done it thousands of times before. So it's one more time.
So that leads me to talk about a lot of this Kobe tour this year in Asia is we reiterate the Mamba mentality. Can you talk a little bit about what the Mamba mentality is? Because that's something that's been developing over, I don't want to say 20 years, it's been developing for 35 years, right? Since you were a little kid, that Mamba mentality, because you didn't start working when you got to the NBA, you started working when you were at Lower Merion, when you were in Italy, when you were 5, when you were playing Nerf basketball, right? So talk about the development of the Mamba mentality, the pillars, the 5 pillars of this Mamba mentality, and then we'll kind of break it down.
Well, I mean, overall, the idea is a very simple one, and the Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day you're trying to become better. It's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest. So starting at the age of 2, when I first started playing the game, on and on and on, I always ask questions. I always try to get better every single day, learn more.
You were asking questions at 2?
Oh, dude, I was asking questions all the time. You'd be surprised. Like, some people, like my kids at 2, can do a lot of things. At 2, I could dribble a basketball, I could shoot a basketball on the earth at the house. I would go to practice with my father. I would observe my father. I'd sit and watch games with him.
Was he your first coach?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. A lot of things I learned by being around the game. So by the age of 6, I was already strategizing versus other 6-year-olds. At the age of 6, I figured out 6-year-olds couldn't dribble with their left hand. So I said, okay.
A lot of 12-year-olds can't dribble with their left.
Well, yeah, would imagine 6. So like, when I was playing these 6-year-old kids, I would make them dribble with their left because I knew they couldn't. And so they dribble off their foot, pick it up, lay it up. Do it again. Dribble off foot, pick it up, lay it up. So at 6 years old, I had 63 points. And I remember my dad.
So your 6-year-old self could beat your 38-year-old self because you only scored 60 in the last game.
Yeah, no, but I can dribble with my left though, so that's a problem. But yeah, I mean, listen, I just constantly looked for things to learn from, and I'm very observant.
Okay, so when we talk about the Mamba mentality, you have your exhibition today, starting in Shanghai, right? Also, we've been talking about this whole tour with young kids that are 5, 10, 15, 20. We just did a Kobe Academy right now. We talk about being passionate, being obsessive, being relentless, being resilient, and being fearless. These are the 5 pillars of the Mamba mentality. So we'll kind of break that down today.
Sure.
The first one is be passionate. What is that? Is there a moment where you can define your passion for the game, or is it just something accumulated over time?
Well, I mean, the passion came from love for the game. I love everything about the smell of the ball.
You love the smell of the ball?
Yes. The smell of that brand new sneakers. The sound the ball makes when it hits the ground.
Sneakers in the gym.
Yeah, the ball going through the ground. All those things I love. And so the passion comes from that. You have that love. You just want to be a part of this thing all the time.
When you talk about this love, when does it develop? Did you like it when you were 5, or is it something that kind of gradually?
It was 2. I was born to play basketball. You know what I mean? I played a lot of different sports, but nothing brought me the sense of peace and of escape that the game of basketball did.
Is it an escape when you get on the court? Is that your zen time, your solitude time?
Yeah.
Even though it's a teamwork game?
Yeah, when I need that escape, it's there for me, right? When I need a friend, it's there for me. When I need to vent and don't
The Mamba comes
It's
out.
there, you know. So the game is absolutely everything for me.
When we talk about trying to get kids to be passionate, I don't think your situation is the norm. Not every kid knows they're passionate at 2 or 5, right? How do kids find that passion then?
Well,
Right.
I think as parents,
Because
we just try to.
you embraced it right away
Yeah,
too.
I mean, I think as parents, we try to put them in different things, try to expose them to as many things as possible, and then see if there's one thing that connects with them. You know, because if it does, you don't have to tell them to do it. You know, whether it's writing or painting or drawing, you know, if they have that passion, you don't have to tell them. They'll go off and do it because it's just fun. They'd rather do that than anything else. So, but as parents, it's our job to just expose them to as many things as possible and see which one they gravitate to the most.
Yeah, it's interesting because you talk about kids, right? Originally we were talking about you. Now you're talking about your kids and their passions. Do you kind of feel that passion for them and say, hey, let's go play some basketball or volleyball or let's go swimming?
Yeah, we expose them to all kinds of. I mean, they play a lot of different sports. They do a lot of things creatively, you know, writing and things like that, and designing, and you just sit back and you just watch which one they move to, and then it's our responsibility as parents to try to set them up for success as much as we possibly can.
Do you want them to play basketball?
I want them to find whatever it is that they're passionate about, like whatever they feel like their purpose is, then that's what I want them to do.
Do they love basketball then? The girls?
So my youngest one, she does. She wants to play. She wants me to teach her how to play this summer. You know, our eldest is really into volleyball. So but we'll see. You know, passions tend to change.
So you gonna get into volleyball now?
Well, yeah. I mean, my sister was a great volleyball player, so we have a teacher in the family.
Is there one moment where you can say it defined your passion for basketball? Is there a story, a moment where you say, that was it. That was like when I felt really passionate.
No, it never leaves. It never leaves. Like the game is just a part of me. So it never leaves. Even now that I'm retired, you know, everything I've learned from the game of basketball, I'm carrying it over into life. You know, like basketball's helped me be a better person, a better friend.
How so?
Well, because there's life lessons that are within the game. Communication, unselfishness, attention to detail, empathy, compassion. Like all those things are in the game. And as an athlete, if we are aware of those things, it helps us become better human beings.
And you can apply that toward your post basketball days, retirement, to your business world, future ventures.
Sure. I mean, you can apply. I was applying that even while I was playing, just life outside of the game. And even more so now, you know, building a business and all these things. You know, the kind of culture you want to have. You know, all those things are directly learned from the game of basketball for me.
Next up is the next pillar: be obsessive. Obsessive. That's I think a lot of people equate that with you. You know, Kobe is obsessive in a lot of things. We've been doing this for 8 years now, Asia tour. You know, I've been with you for a long way. The one moment that stands out of we've done, I don't know how many, we've done 800 events. The one time was 4 a.m. We went out to practice at 4 a.m. And that was your idea to do it.
But,
and then, you know, all these Nike people are like, no, let's not do that. And then you're like, let's do it at 4 a.m. So you got security, you got brand marketing, sports marketing. But no, let's not do it. You're like, let's do it. Because that's your obsessiveness. Right?
I mean, to me, it just makes complete sense.
Not to us.
Well, I don't like. Okay, so
see,
all right.
Usually, I'm sleeping at 4 a.m. You're working out. So
Well,
talk about that.
Okay, so if your job is to try to be the best basketball player you can be, to do that, you have to practice, you have to train. You want to train as much as you can, as often as you can. So if you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 11. Train at 12. Train for 2 hours, 12 to 2. You have to let your body recover. So recover, get back out, start training again at 6. Train from 6 to 8. And now go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, do it again. Right? Those are 2 sessions. And now imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax, blah, blah, blah. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, right? Relax, and now all of a sudden you're back